speaker, author, and facilitator who helps leaders build confidence from the inside out so they can communicate clearly, lead decisively, and create engaged teams, even when the stakes are high. You're going to walk away with 3 tools to upgrade your identity as a leader and build a championship team. If you love to compete, raise your left hand. Keep it up. If you love to win, put up your right hand. Okay, so now that your hands are up already, let's put them together for our speaker.
All right, great morning, emcee.
Good morning.
Well, okay, all right. Sansa did a good job getting y'all lined up. Let's try this one more time. Everybody in the back, great morning.
Good morning.
All right, wonderful. Thank you for being here with me today. And I wanted you to picture something right now. Let's time travel for a moment. It's 1995. Anybody here born like after, before 1995? All right. Has anybody here ever been 11 years old before? All right, good. All right. So I'm going to take you back in time with me in New York, Long Island. 11 years old. It's fall, October, Friday night. The lights are bright, and my team just won a championship. We won a division championship. Yes, Lord. And I'm fired up. Let's see if this works. One second. See, clicker problem. All right, so there I am. Anybody recognize this little fellow over here? This is during our town parade. We're walking up and down the street. People are celebrating us. And inside, yeah, I know we won. This is one of the best nights of my life, but I'm also feeling a little bit down. Because I had a dream when I was a kid. Anybody here have dreams when you were younger? Big dreams? Yeah. When I got involved with football, when I first really got excited about it, I wanted to be like this guy, Jerry Rice. Anybody hear of this guy, Jerry Rice? Any football fans? Yes. Greatest football player, greatest wide receiver of all time. And I wanted to be that. I want to be the person catching passes, scoring touchdowns, winning Super Bowls. And I was the man in the streets, concrete football, street ball, one-handed catches. Odell Beckham had nothing on me. But coach said, you know what, Alex? I think you're better suited for the offensive line. But I want to catch touchdowns, I want to score. No. But listen, when you block this defender, our running back gets around and they get yards. But I want to score touchdowns. Listen, when you block, quarterback comes back to pass, throws it, you get a touchdown. Yeah, but I didn't want to be the one to score. Alex, can you hear me? Without you, they can't score. That's a good sale, right? Yeah. Coach is good. That's a good selling point. So I believed, I bought into it, and every play, 3-point stance, boom. And this is actually where the seeds of this keynote came from this program. Because I've learned a lot in these 1 or 2 years, then going to high school, about what it means to sacrifice, about what it means to think about the bigger purpose, the bigger picture outside of myself. To work together as a team. Anybody here part of a team? Anybody here have to lead a team before? Anybody have a teammate that doesn't want to do what the team should be doing? They're not in this room, of course, but I'm just saying. We have to think about what does it mean to succeed, right? Because as a player, you hear winning is everything, and that might sound a little harsh. Everything? Yes, everything. There's a reason why they keep score. There's a reason why they keep time. If we didn't, we'd just be playing on and on and over and over. And in your world, in your profession, what does that win for you? How do you define success as a leader? So today we're really going to look at how do we reinvent that? How do we switch it from the fame, the fortune, the fans, the outside things, the external validation? How do we start building ourselves up? Because would you agree that if you as a leader feel good, you feel confident, it's a little bit easier to lead other people? Yes or yes? And you don't have to worry about pictures. I got the slide deck ready for you afterwards. Appreciate it. Thank you. So, is everybody here ready to rock?
Yes!
Yes, you rock. We're going to get to that in a minute. I got something for you for that. So as the team, we got to huddle up right now. So you're going to see this screen come up a couple times. We're not going to do it yet. But I'm just giving you some foreshadowing, right? This is a little preview of what to come. Because as a player, as a team, we need to have a playbook. We need to be on the same game plan. Is that fair to say? If you're doing one thing and somebody else is doing something else, is it aligned? Is it congruent? Not so much. So today I'm gonna be walk away with 3 ideas of how to become more successful in your life. One, we gotta look at our worth, our identity beyond our performance. Not attach it to an accolade, not attach it to a title, but that self-worth inside. Who do you see yourself as? Next, we gotta look at our intention. How do we focus our execution instead of being emotional, instead of, well, I'm gonna do this one day, it feels good today. How do we stay disciplined, intentional every day? And last but not least, our network. Now, would you say that SGMP has a pretty good network, a pretty good community?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would you say that SGMP has a great community that you're excited about? I know it's 10 a.m., but we live now. We're on the field. This is how we play. So we got to think about the environment. Who are the people around you that are supporting your growth, that are making you better? Are we all on board with this game plan? Is this something that we can ride into? Are we fired up about it? Yeah. All right, rock and roll time. Let's go. So before we really get into it, look at this fellow right here. Isn't this guy dazzling and amazing?
It looks like you.
He resembles. I was thinking more Denzel, but I get it all the time, only from me. But quick background on me: I coach leaders to communicate confidently. I help them build high-performing teams, and I help them become the reason that the organization wins. Anybody want to help their team win? I saw a lot of winners this morning. Any Louisiana folks win this morning? Yeah. Any Carolina folk in here? Yeah. Any Florida folk in here?
Florida?
Yeah. It's like one person. But yeah. I share all that because this is the road map that I've been on. This is the game plan that I've been able to follow. I've been able to work with some amazing teams, amazing companies and partners. But I want to ask you, you see this picture here, did I start off this way? What'd you think? Did I just come out the womb, super ready? Mom, I got it, I'm over here leading teams. Yes? It took some work, you think, right? All right, so I told you I was going to take you on a journey today, so I'm going to help you time travel. So we see me do this, we're going to time travel. We're going to come back to 2014. And now, you see this guy up here right now, but this was 2014. I was, ooh. So these were my professional headshots that my wife took of me in our living room. Why am I taking professional headshots? Professional, right? Why am I taking these headshots? Because I just took my first journey into being an entrepreneur, starting a financial service business. Now, I want to keep this in mind, in context. I come from a background of nonprofit management, working with special needs individuals. I come from a background of customer service and sales. I come from a background of disaster recovery. I grew up in New York. We had this thing called Superstorm Sandy years ago. I was part of that relief effort. So nonprofit, disaster recovery, customer service. What the heck am I doing in finance? All I know is money comes in, money goes out. That's all I know about finance. But I heard that's where the money is, and I needed a lot of it quick, right? My wife and I found out that our daughter was going to be a big sister. So yay, good job. And I was close. I was close to fulfilling the prophecy, the playbook, and maybe some of y'all have this playbook. It just, let me know if it sounds familiar. Up to this point, I went to school. I graduated. I got a job. I got married. Having kids. I'm almost here at the end of the road. Having kids. Work. Retire. Die. Anybody else have that playbook? And this, yeah, hit the lottery and maybe go to Disney World once or twice, but yeah, that's the playbook. So fast forward now, April 2015. Life is amazing. I have fulfilled it. My son is born. I've got a baby girl, a boy and a girl. Good job, Dad. All right, this is a Wednesday. It's amazing. I'm living on Long Island, I got dogs, I got kids, I got it, I made it. Fast forward to Saturday. I wake up to a voicemail, timestamp 12:46 a.m. Now before we get into this, has anybody received a call or a voicemail after midnight and it's been good news? No. Usually not, right? This voicemail was from my father, letting me know that my mother just passed. So it's interesting. Like, joy, my son born, a little football in my arms, and my mom's gone. And now it wasn't an instant thing, it wasn't sudden, this was kind of a accelerated passage. She had broken her leg right around the time I was taking these pictures in October 2014. Broke her leg, was in rehab facilities. She discharged herself a little bit earlier than we had wanted. First day she's back home, falls again, breaks her hip. She doesn't get back home. Wound up having strokes, put her in hospice, and that was it. Fast forward, 3 months later, we're still in 2015. Work a day in my job, Amanda says, hey, you know what, why don't you come in here for a minute, right? It's 3 o'clock, all right, come in, what's going on? We're not gonna need you to come back anymore. You know I just had a kid, right? You know I just buried my mother, right? It's not business, just nothing personal, it's just business. So here I am, an exhausted father with a rising kindergartner, a newborn son. I'm grieving, thinking about all the regrets, thinking about all the things I could have done, should have done, things I should have said, things I shouldn't have said. I'm unemployed, I'm trying to build a business. So what's the most logical move? What's the thing that would make the most sense for me to do? For me, I decided to go to Las Vegas. That's right, we're gonna party in Las Vegas. Now, this wasn't unexpected. My wife and I had signed up for this leadership conference that the company I was a part of was going for, and we needed a break. And I'm like, you know what, let's just go in and let's just be present. And I walked away from that conference feeling fired up. I'm gonna go all in full time as an entrepreneur. I'm gonna build this financial service business. I'm gonna take the world on by storm. Was that a good plan? Well, here's the thing, right? Talk about intention, about focused execution. My days at the office, I would go on Long Island, be in my office, show up at 9 a.m., take the world by storm, got the briefcase, got the suit on, feet up, king of the world, and I had nobody to call. I had no prospects. I had no leads. All right, well, I'm gonna go on Craigslist, because that's where all the high quality leads are, right? I'm sorry, this is the real, this is real. I'm gonna give you 100%, this is behind the curtain. I would do things like go on Craigslist, try to find the job seekers, because I was scared to approach people. My trainer would say, you know what, Alex, you gotta talk to more people. You gotta prospect above your station. Well, this gentleman here had a wonderful suit on last night. You know, flapper his jacket last night, you saw it. If I saw you in the street, 2014, me in 2015, hey sir, you look sharp. Do you keep your career options open? Can I have your, some of y'all know. But this is my job, I was supposed to do this. I was prospecting people at Walmart with the wonderful ruse. So I would have two infant outfits. I'd be like, hey, which one do you think looks better? And we're just trying to start up a conversation, and then, hey, do you keep your gross? Yeah, desperate, scared. But no, we need to get more scripts. Well, now I'm scared with the script. So what am I supposed to do? But that business, as you can imagine, crashes and burns, it fails. 2016, I tuck my tail and go back to corporate. And for an entrepreneur, that's like a death sentence. That's a nail in a coffin. You failed, you messed up, you ruined everything. But that job actually wound up being the reason why I wound up here today. Because that job as a sales rep put me in touch with professional speakers, with coaches, and the lights turned on. Like, I want to do this. I can see myself doing this. This is a life for me. But that's 2016. I'm taking you to this journey now. Now, I want to share with you some of the lessons I've learned from this. Right, we have to get our, we have setbacks in order for us to get our get back. I hope you all heard that. We have setbacks in order to get back. And the get back for me was, how can I make a difference? How can I make an impact? Maybe through a microphone, maybe through the stage. So when I'm going through this situation, and maybe you've been through hard times. Anybody here been through some tough times before? Yeah. The question I have for you is, how do you talk about yourself to yourself? Because I'll take you behind the veil even further. Conversations I was having with myself were, hey, you're not good enough. Dude, you're failing. Kids are gonna starve, creditors are calling, they're looking to rebuild the car. What are you gonna do? You are messing up. And some other 4-letter words in there. But how do you talk about yourself to yourself? Because it affects everything. The emotional side, I was anxious, I was a mess. Think about when you've been in tough times. How are you feeling? You're tense. You can't even expand, you can't even hear people because you're in your head. The physical aspect, I wasn't sleeping. I was in the mentality of 5 a.m. wake-ups, gotta grind. Anybody on that grind mode before? Anybody on that hustle culture? Pro energy, 5 a.m., I don't even gotta thank God it's Friday, posting on social media, man, Jimmy of the broke, you guys are losers. And I'm struggling with incongruence, the financial effect. Anybody here ever want to go for a promotion or a new job or a new role, but you talk yourself out of it? I should really be doing more, but who am I? My background, I don't have the experience, they don't like me, the politics. All I'm saying is when we're not confident in ourselves, we rob ourselves. And we take from you too. We take away our gifts, we take away our abilities, our talents, and we don't get to show up as our best selves. So with that said, now that I brought you down and ruined the mood, it's time to bring you back up. So I told you were going to see this screen again, did I not? All right, you're going to see it a couple more times throughout this program. Now, I'm going to model this thing first. And then I'm going to invite you, it's not a requirement, it's not mandatory, invite you to join along with me. So I'm going to do it once. If someone's sensitive to noise, this is the time now to cover your ears because it's about to get rowdy and crazy. So when this bad boy pops in, this is what I'm going to ask y'all to do. I'm going to do it first, so don't worry about it. I'm going to say, it's game time! So rewind. Now friends, on the count of 3, I'm going to ask you what time is it? And when I ask that question, I'm going to need you to let me have it, all right? Is that good? We on board? We a team? We're still in the game? Perfect. All right. Team, 1, 2, 3. What time is it? Game time! It's game time, and for this game, I'm going to need 3 friends from this side. I'm going to need 3 friends from this side to come on down. So whoever's brave enough, enter the jungle. Who wants it? Who wants it? Yeah, that's right. You know. There we go. You clap it again. Clap it to your squad. Whoever comes up, clap for them. Yeah, you can join this team if you want. You can be part of it. That's all you can join it. There we go. That's it. Oh, man. Hey. Let's go.
We got 3. I mean, one more. Don't make me pick. Come on, ladies.
Yeah. All right, now this is important now. You three, I need you to choose one champion, one MVP. All right, one MVP. Who's gonna be that one person? This is gonna be it?
First one.
Who wants to be the first? First of the first. Come on, come to the middle. All right, ladies. All right, now, in order to determine who's gonna be which team, rock, paper, scissors. No. Hold on. Rock, paper. Yeah, do rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, rock. So we do rock, paper, scissors style. This is 1-to-1, not 2 to 3. This is important. So I need y'all. This is gonna impact y'all, whichever team y'all. So I need to start hearing like, let's room them up. Let's get them going. Let's cheer for our team. Rock, paper, scissors. friends, we got them. All right. All right, so on my mark is going to be rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and you let your thing go. All right? Yeah, drum roll, let's go. No, one-on-one. That's it. It's all on the line here. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, one more time. Keep the drum going. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh! All right. All right, so I'm going to hold this card. Just hold it down like this right now. Your A here. You're going to hold this one. Hold it down. B, look in the lady here. You will be at B here. You have to hold on to B here. Just hold it down like this. All right, so friends, now I'm going to need your help with this. Because when we are thinking about this game, I call this protect this house. We got to protect this house. Now, you let me know if we're hearing what I call loser language, or we're going to hear winning words. All right, so you can make actually, if we hear a losing language, like what's the sound we can make when you hear something like losing or bad? It's like, yeah, boo, womp. Who likes boo or womp womp?
I like womp womp.
Womp womp, all right. And what about winning? We hear a winning word, what are we going to say? Woo! All right. So young lady, would you be kind enough to turn it over and read number 1 first?
That's not like me.
That's not like me. Let's see though. Why don't you turn this over and read number 1?
I can't do anything right.
It's close enough. See, I'll start over here. Would you read number 1 for me, please?
I'm a fraud. I don't belong here.
Now for you, young lady.
I have nothing to prove.
Woo! Okay, some winning words. Last but not least, number 1, please.
I have to be perfect.
Aww. Number 1 for you, sir.
Mistakes are data, not my identity.
Thank you, friends. You can come back to you. Can you give it up for our friends? Let's clap. Now, I want you to understand something, a very important principle, that words matter. Now, when we're reading off these words that I'm a fraud, I don't belong here, I'm an idiot, whatever you want to say, right? These are some of the words that I say to myself. You have your own losing language. Do you find it easier to succeed when you're coming from this place? Can you do your best work when you're feeling like a fraud, when you feel like you don't belong here? And the other side of the fence, right? This is kind of obvious, but hey, that's not like me to make a mistake. Mistakes are just data. That's not my identity. When you think about where you're coming from, in football, especially in the pros and college, they have these people called coordinators and coaches. So they have this eagle-eye view of seeing the field, of seeing everything that's going on, and they're the ones calling the plays. Well, inside of you, somewhere in your mind and your experience and what's happened to you and for you in life, there's a play caller. Somebody saying, you can't do this. You don't belong here. You're a fraud. You're screwing us up again. You always mess up. Whose calls do you want to listen to? Would it make sense to listen to something that says, I can do this, that's not like me to make this mistake, you know what, I don't have to be perfect? Would that help you in your career? Do you think that would help your team, it would help your clients, your customers? Yes or yes?
Yes.
All right. So now, I gotta ask you, anybody here like winning? Let me just start there. Anybody here love winning, right? Yeah. You learn a lot from the losses you take, but I'm gonna play with y'all now. Who here has got like a signature win, like something like a moment, an accomplishment that you have, that you can look back at, end of your life, your Hall of Fame moment, your highlight reel of your life, and you say, you know what, I did that. And for the parents in the room, you cannot say your kids. I know it's an easy cop out, but roaches and rats can have kids. No offense. it's just part of the deal. You cannot say your kids, but I will hear from 2 people. Who here has a signature win? Oh, see, look at you, Laura. It's like, I gotta win. I'm gonna tell you something. What's your name, Emily? Melissa, nice to meet you. I'm Alex. And tell me about your signature win, please.
I single-handedly kept 8 hotels open during the pandemic.
So did you do a Spider-Man like in the tree? Did you just help them to
Everybody that would buy, I was going out there and turning rocks over and reaching out. And my biggest win was reaching out to the morticians. Because nobody thought about that. So the morticians and the people doing the medical examiners,
Yeah.
they were coming into the city, and I ended up booking them and keeping 8 hotels open, and people keeping their jobs because of it. And it's not about the hotels; it's about the people keeping their jobs.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Anybody want to follow that?
I didn't do 8 hotels, but I did 1, and my hotel was number 3 for occupancy and revenue out of all IHG corporate managed hotels in Little Huntsville, Alabama, and we made budget every year. 10 years.
All right, last.
I'm with you in New York, did the same thing for 7, but my big win is existing with all the National Guard that's coming into DC. I have National Guard across 7 and counting hotels. So it's upwards of, it's several $1 million that we'll be making between Q2 and Q3.
So, for you, when you were sharing that, can you express what you're feeling? Like, what's...
that I want to write a book with those ladies.
Ooh, okay. Collaboration, right? But does it make you feel good? You feel proud of yourself. You feel like you've done something. And for those who didn't say anything, it's not to you, but I want you to hold on to that memory, to that feeling. Because when you accomplish your biggest thing, when you have that signature win, I can guarantee that it came with a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of questions. How am I going to do this? Is this even possible? Am I crazy for even trying this? Or something drove you? Something bigger than yourself? A bigger purpose?
I think the fact that we are here to educate ourselves, to fill ourselves with knowledge, expertise, and resources. That's why that we were able to do that, because we care about being the best and learning. And I think it means so much that we're meeting here at the SGMP National Education Conference. Amen to that.
Amen. We get churchy up in here. Don't let Pastor Biscuit start sweating. Well, let me take you back now. Time travel. I told you, 2016, I found out about these speakers, these coaches, this world that I never knew about. I was inspired. And here's the thing about inspiration. Sometimes we just stay there, lay dormant. Anybody ever have an idea, but you just never act on it? Nothing just, we have books in us, we have music we want to write, we have stories we want to tell, but we're just like, and that was me. About 4 or 5 years. And then November 2021 happens. I and the 3 other coaches, we jump into a group coaching program. We're going to work with this master level coach. He's going to train us in 6 months, January to June 2022. We're going to work with him. Now here's the challenge. I did not have the money, and even today, did not have the money to pay him. He'd like to be paid up front and in full. This November, we're talking about, we have to pay him in January. Okay, I'm trying some programs, I'm trying to launch some things. Nothing's really taken off. Then we get this idea, why don't we create a one-day event, use the proceeds from that, and we'll pay the coach. Noble idea, wonderful, nothing wrong with that. We get rocking and rolling, we're selling tickets. We actually enrolled somebody to be our keynote speaker. He just launched a book. And now this person is a hard person in terms of they're about their word. Anybody know people who are just like that? Like their word is their word. They don't budge. They don't move. Well, this is him. He said, you know what, I'll do this for you for free, but you have to put at least 200 people in the room. If there's 199 or less, it goes off. Now, he didn't need the money, he didn't need us to do anything, but he said, I want to see who you need to become in order to do this. Okay, keep in mind, friends, time travel with me. November 2021. Something happened the year before that rhymes with COVID. I can't think of the name right now. But people are still a little bit skeptical and still anxious. They don't want to go in person. They're a little bit resistant. What's the vaccine policy? What's the mask policy? What are you sanitizing? Might be the answer to all these questions. Then something in November happens every year. Right? Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Okay, that's a couple days we're losing there. In December, we got Christmas, we got Hanukkah, we got Kwanzaa. And we got New Year's. Some people call it holidays, I call it a hollow month, because people take off, they don't, nobody does business then, right? Nobody buys anything. So we're up against the odds, we have 73 days to pull this off. But our coach gets wind of what we're up to, and he invites us into a new game. He says, you know what? I love what you guys are up to, but rather than pay me, I'm gonna invite you to look up some nonprofit organizations and donate the rest of the funds to them. Coach, you're a married man. You have children, right? There's 4 of them under the age of 10 years old at the time. Are you sure about this? Take the money, give it away. Coach, this is not lunch money we're talking about. This is several thousands of dollars. Like, are you sure you want to do this? Take the money, give it away. Coach! Okay, right? I'm arguing with him, I'm getting mad, I'm frustrated. But let me tell you something. That anchor, that thing that was weighing me down, all of a sudden, shoulders got a little bit straighter, chest up. Because let me show you the energy that was coming from before. Roxy, please bail me out. Please help me get out of this mess because I'm in over my head. More porridge, right? This is where I'm coming from emotionally. Afterwards, hey, can you share this post about this organization? We're going to work with parents of addicted loved ones, people who've lost their loved ones to substance use. Hey, can you help us share this thing about foster families? Can you help us share this thing about military families, right? The story became about them, not me, what I needed, what I wanted. That intention shifted. Now fast forward, January 2022. We did not put 200 people in a room, unfortunately. But we did put almost 300 people in a room. You can clap. That's one. Now we had a lot of help. We had people, we had to enroll people, we had to grab people, bring them to their strengths and say, hey, listen, can you handle logistics? Can you do this? I'm the sales guy. I'm telling the story. I'm going every conversation. This is the event. This is the event of the year. This is what we're doing. We have to get these people help. We have to blah, 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 blah. Now, 73 days. If you had told me, hey, Alex, you know, you're going to put together an event in 73 days, I would have told you, well, why don't you grab one of these nice jackets? They're light, they're a little snug. You can find a nice room, it's padded. Because that's where you belong, talking crazy talk. But here's the thing about a powerful intention. When other people see it, when they see their story in your story, things shift. Because there were other people in our network who saw this and said, you know what, I want to do that too. And we had spin-off events. Later that year, this is all 2022, went to the UK. Following year to Peru. Following year, 2 years in Arizona again, right, for the 2-year anniversary. And I'll tell you this about that real quickly. We partnered with this group, Operation Underground Railroad. Has anybody ever heard of this group before? Has anybody ever heard of the movie The Sound of Freedom? Okay. So Operation Underground Railroad, they work with people who've been human trafficked, sexual slavery, and rescue them. And we had a representative come out to an event, and he let us know that for every $10,000, that's about enough money to fund one mission. And with every one mission, they get to rescue about on average, 2 to 10 people. At that event in 2024, we raised over $111,000. So I want to ask you, how big are you thinking? Is what you're doing just another thing, just same old, same old? Or are you thinking about the impact you're making with your events? Of how you engage your audience, how you engage your association members? Like I said, if you had told me that this one event was gonna create so much opportunity and help so many people, I would say you're crazy. I wouldn't have signed up for it. No way, that's too much. Because who am I? I'm a kid from Long Island. If you had said Les Brown's gonna do this, if you had said Lisa Nichols is gonna do this, if you said John Maxwell is gonna put together an event in 70 days, you're like, of course they can. Myself and these 3 other people, we're nobodies. Relatively, respectfully. We're nobodies. We have no business doing this. But sometimes you have no business being great, but here you are. So I gotta ask you, is your purpose greater than your problems? If you can lock into that, things can happen for you and your team. So the question I wrestled with as I was on the stage was like, how did I miss that? How did I miss serving first, then being interested in receiving later? Because my energy, like I said at the start, was help me out, bail me out, I need money, I gotta do this project, help me. Instead of how do we serve people? And it boils down to what are you committed to? Right? What are you committed to? And not interested. Anybody here ever been interested in something and you just kind of let it go by the wayside? Anybody here ever hear this thing called resolutions? Like, I'm gonna be faster this year, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna get money, I'm gonna do this. And we don't do it. Nobody in this room is like that. But we have some committed people, but it's about the commitment. What are you focused on? What are you intentionally focused on? Is it making the best conference? Is it about helping people in hotels? Is it about raising millions? Is it about having a daughter go to school, I don't know, private school? But what are you committed to? And the question you gotta ask yourself is, who do you need to be? There's nothing wrong with you right now, you're wonderful, you're amazing. There's nothing wrong with me back then. But there's a Superman, right? There's something underneath the shirt that needed to be revealed. I needed the pressure in order to find out that I was dying. So now back to this wonderful screen. Oh my goodness. I said it was gonna come up a couple times, right? Does anybody know what time is it? Yeah. Oh my gosh, but this game's gonna be a little bit different. My friends, you don't have to come up again yet. Foreshadowing, you got one more time to come up. But we played through the whistle. Anybody ever hear this phrase? Play through the whistle is a sports thing. Meaning, you don't stop short. Whistle blows, you follow through. I mean, you can't do it in the NFL nowadays. We'll call it a penalty. Back in my day when I was growing up, you could take people's helmets off and like, ugh, you can't do it anymore. But you play through the whistle. I tell you, the day of the event, we're doing everything we can. I'm grabbing people. The event starts at 12:55. Hey, get in your seat. You know, I'm pulling people in the lobby to fill up rooms, to get seats, because I'm still paranoid. Oh, we may not have the 200. But here's the thing about commitment. You don't care. I'll ask for forgiveness later. Right now, I don't need your permission. We're going. Sometimes as a leader, you gotta be like that. And I told you about the play caller, right? The play caller in our mind. The thing is running our system, the belief system in ourselves. And that's wonderful, but coaches don't win games. Players do. And players, meaning you, sometimes you have to be the playmaker. You gotta be the person who's gonna execute. You have to be the person who's gonna be the MVP. That doesn't mean you take over everything, but your role, your part. You dominate that space. When coach told me in '95, Alex, we can't score without you, I took it on me and saying, anytime I line up with somebody, they're dead meat. You're done. Even before the game starts, you're finished. I am pancaking you, I'm putting you on the ground. We're gonna score 30 points, 35 points, 40 points, doesn't matter. But I dominate my space. So who's the playmaker for you? Who's gonna be the one to execute? Who's gonna be the one to get the job done? As we close to wrapping up, I want to talk to you about the power of networks. Anybody here believe that community is important? I mean, you're here for this room, you're here in this conference, you're donating your time, you're investing in yourselves to be here with people. Some are strangers, and some are going to become great friends. Some are ready pals you know and that you're gonna see chapter with. For me, community has shown up in my life time and time again to propel me to my next level. Here's a group of, a community of coaches of color that I founded a few years ago. But that only came from one of the ladies on the screen. She had this vision of saying, you know what, there's not enough of us, we need support. We're going through social justice issues, we're going through a lot of changes and challenges. We have the pandemic shutting us down. We need each other. Who can we rely on? So we formed a group, and we formed it as a membership. We had over 100 coaches in this community paid in. We're giving them resources, we're helping them with their businesses. That's a big purpose. That corner up there, this is me and my group, the National Speakers Association, the Carolina chapter. Now, I'm not in this group without this gentleman who's toward the back of the room, with his back toward the camera with the hand up. He introduced me. He said, you know what, Alex, I think you're pretty good, and if you come with us, we can make you great. That's a sales pitch. All right, game on. And he was right. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm great yet, you can tell me that later. But someone vouched for me, someone saying, you know what, you need to be in this room. This young lady in the corner here, she's in the red, that's my friend Brandy Brown. I'll call her Brandy the Builder. When I first met her, right away, I knew she was like me. She said, I need to introduce you to this person, I need to tell you about this person. She got 22 times. I need to meet you in this person, so should. I know somebody needs to talk to. But there's people, right? She never seen me speak before. This is in New York last year. She puts me on that stage. She had never even seen me speak before, but she believed in me. She saw something in me and said, you know what, these people need to hear your story. They need to be in the room when you are. And the best network that I have are these people right here. This is after that event I told you about in 2022. After the dust settled, after all the people cleared out, I'm there with my baby girl, my boy, my wife, and it hit me. Well, I can do anything. Because this is impossible, being up here on the stage right now. And, right, caveat, and I don't have to do everything. Because if I try to pull this event by myself, if I try to bulldog everything, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna take charge of all of it, I would go crazy. If I had hair, I would have ripped it out. Because it was a nightmare sometimes. But it paid off. So who are you on the field with? Who's in your community? Who's in your orbit? Who are the people that you're surrounding yourself with? You've heard the phrase, your net worth is your net worth. Well, I like to go with birds of a feather. Right? Because what do? They flock together. Question for you is, do you want to be an eagle? Do you want to soar? Dominate your space, dominate the skies? Or do you want to waddle around with the ducks? Nothing wrong with ducks, you know, waddle. But I'd rather soar, I'd rather be in the air. And recognize that you're one person away from your life being different. You're one person away from your next event being different. You're one person away from changing your entire life. And I can go up here and rattle off way more people than this. But one person, right? Who's that one? Oh my goodness. Is that a different color? Wait, no, that's not. Kidding. Anyway, we talked a lot about winning today. I want to give you a quick little snapshot of what it means to lose. So, begin here, a lone wolf. Anybody here ever got it? You know those people? Hey, can I help you? I got it. Hey, miss, do you need it? I got it. I don't need your help. Anybody know those people? Yeah. The self-made, I did it all. I did it my way. Sometimes you gotta be that, but how sustainable is that? Anybody here an overthinker? Yeah, I should be doing this, but then what if I do this? But then if I make this mistake, but then if I go here, and if I talk, I did a lot of moving, but did I go anywhere? I'm just, overthinking, circle. Think of that. Any self-sabotagers in the house? Oh, we don't have any self-sabotagers here. Okay, all right. Nobody gets in their own way? Nobody here puts a foot in their mouth? Nobody else overcommits and just, you know what? I'm supposed to do this, right? I'm gonna take you back to 2016. I'm supposed to be building a business. I'm supposed to be prospecting people, but I think I need to vacuum the floor. It's kind of dirty. So, you know, I'm supposed to send this prospecting email. This is gonna be for a big proposal, but the dishes gotta get done, man. And nobody cleans around here. My son needs his shoes on. What am I focused on? What am I thinking about? Self-sabotage. Oh, do you have any excuse makers in the house? See, thank you, Liv. Excuse makers. Listen, I was gonna do this, but what happened was, I was gonna build my business, but what happened was I didn't believe in myself. But how do you say that? How do you reveal that to people? How do you be that vulnerable and keep it inside? So this is lose, but you're only a loser in my mind if you repeat the same mistakes. If you know better and you still choose not to do better, right? This is the choice. This is the dignity of choice. I should be doing more, I could be doing more. Well, then do more. Be more. What are you thinking about? Stop being on the sidelines of life. It's happening. The game tape is running. We need to get going. Right? This is what I call a formula for failure. And I've lived all of these, and sometimes they still show up for ugly heads, right? It's not about eliminating them. It's not about judging yourself. Like, I should be doing better. It's like, all right, take notice. You're aware. Now, what am I going to do next? What's the next focus? And then, who can help me? So my friends now, this is the last one, I promise you. And this got to be the best one, right? Can we commit to making this the greatest game time of all time? Because I might show my other audiences like, you know, SGMP, they just smoked y'all. I'm competitive, I don't play. So I need to hear it now, loud and proud, all three. What time is it, y'all? Yeah! So for my players, my MVPs who were up here before, I need you back to the front. Let's cheer them on. Let's get them back up here, y'all. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, y'all can help me out right here. So obviously we read the first one, now we're going to read number 2. So now remember, losing language, what did we say? Winning words, what did we say? Woo! All right, this may be like a giveaway, just, you know, number 2.
There's not enough for me.
I have support and resources.
I'm diabolical.
But these are.
So number 2, please.
No one will remember me.
Yes, they will. I proved it.
We are, we're the losing side.
I love helping other people succeed.
I have to do it all by myself.
No one can forget about me.
All right, thank you. And let's give it up for our teammates and MVPs. That continues, thank you. All right. So I want you to do a dive, right? You don't have to do this now, but really start taking inventory as you're out of here. Or maybe you have some time in the lodge or hotel room. Who's in your huddle? Right? Because there's about 3 people in your life that kind of orbit around you. You have your champions. Those people who encourage you, those people that love you, they're your ride or dies, like they are. You say, I'm going, Gary, where are you going? Right? We're with you. Then you have your challengers. You have that person who pushes back. You don't always want to talk to them, but you know what? After you do, you always kind of feel a little bit better because they tell you the truth. They don't fluff. There's no, what I call it is a slap with velvet gloves. It's just, they're doing it for your benefit. Now, lucky for me, I married a champion and a challenger, so I got a twofer. And then you have these people I like to call crushers. Are you still in SGMP? Are you still doing that planning thing? You still in that business? You still doing that? You still going to school? You want to work with, like, those people, they may mean well, but you have to be careful. Right? Words matter. Words create. They start putting their doubts, their limitations on you. All of a sudden, well, maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I am still doing this thing. Maybe I should think of something different. They're taking away from your purpose. They're robbing you of your dreams. Now you have all these three people in your orbit to some degree. Gotta be mindful, gotta be aware. Who are they? Call them out, name them, and start being intentional about the time you allow them to be in your life. Because we got play callers, we got the playmakers, but then we need the players, right? Do we need players? Yeah. Well, let's think about it like this. Anybody hear of this guy named Michael Jordan? All right. Can anybody tell me how many championships he won? 6. Right. Now, how many of those did he win by himself? Listen, Mike's good, but Mike can't get every rebound. Mike can't steal every ball. Mike can't shoot every shot. Mike can't assist to himself, right? He needs teammates, people to play their position, people who know their role. I knew my role in 1995. My role is to block. My role is to tackle every now and then. That's my role. You need to know who you are. You need to know what you're worth. You need to know what you're after, your intention, and then be with the people who are going to help you do that. You don't need dead weight around us. So as we get close to wrapping up, I'd love to hear from you. What's landing? What can you take away from this conversation today that's going to help you outside of this room? Everybody, tell me more.
I want to connect with you two amazing ladies, suppliers, and I want to write an article for Government Connections magazine. So that's why I need your business card, because you two are exceptional, and we are going to let other suppliers know why they need to join SGMP so they can invest in themselves, just like you ladies did, and that's why you're the best of the best and succeeding in your paying job.
Anybody else? Any other insights? Anything you can take away? What's landed for you? Got to adjust. Got to call it audibles.
For me, I'm thinking the biggest thing is set back to get back. And realizing that it's okay, but you gotta get back there. You gotta get back out there, do it, find your purpose, and just rock it.
And thankfully, you just set me up for a rock. Anybody hear like a 2-word, like kind of battle cry last night? I was going to dinner. You rock. You rock. You rock. So I have a pleasure. This is not, I promise you, this is not set up now. So Tracy and I had the honor of sitting next to each other at the dinner last night. And we hear you rock, and I show her a picture of something that my daughter gave me years ago. It's something that I carry with me every time I speak, every presentation I do. Dad, you rock. I don't make mistakes, I'm saying. So this is the rock. And you rock as well. But I share that because you gotta carry your people with you. This is a reminder for me that this is bigger than me, this is for them. This is their legacy, this is their life. This is how I support them and serve them. So with that said, what I'd love for you to do right now is take out your phones. Because I have a gift for you, like I mentioned. I was gonna give you a slide deck. I also have some other goodies here. So if you scan that, is going to direct you to a survey. You're going to type in this code WIN. You might be somebody who books speakers. You might be somebody who knows speakers or knows events. I'd love for you to refer me. This is how I grow my business. And, like I said, there's gifts for you, there's goodies for you. Well, there's a quiz, there's some PDFs, there's some audios, some things to serve and support you. And I'll keep you on the lookout list for my first book that comes out later this year, Win From Within, same title. It's going to be a playbook for building unshakable confidence. So I'll give you a minute or so, and then we will officially wrap this up. I need to get these first. Listen, you can see Denzel say, you know you had Luther Vandross here as well, right? Just sultry sounds. Another 30 seconds. So friends, I thank you for spending this time with me. I hope that you walk away from this, that you walk away feeling and knowing that you're the MVP, right? You're the most valuable planner in the world today. Most valuable player, most valuable person. Hope that you see that the outside, the awards, the accolades, the recognition, those are nice, it feels good, I love it too. But if you're living for the applause, you're gonna die from the booze. What are you gonna do every time you get knocked down? How do you find it within yourself to come back, to get back, to rise? To see that the world might be falling apart, but business still has to run. People still need to feed their families. What role can you play in leading them and guiding them? Because I have the best view in the house. I get to see leaders. I get to see achievers. I get to see champions, MVPs. So this is the best way to connect with me if you didn't already. Scan that. And last but not least, I want you to be the MVP. This is a real picture too, it's not AI. Last but not least, we celebrate, it's a touchdown.